Hey everybody, welcome back to some more RimWorld. I'm so excited. The newest DLC is out with space travel, and I'm very excited to do it. We've already done our whole Ideologion and everything off screen. I can show you guys the Cult of Mint later. Nobody wants to watch me start with an entire hour of that again. So we've already gone ahead and named people after people in the chat here. We have Millie Girl, Big Game Boy, and Soup NATO here. We can go over some of their stats and everything once we get into the game. But the last file was in a boreal forest, and I think it was a little bit hilly. This time, flatland jungle. So we got to contend with a lot of heat. We're probably not going to have a whole lot of minerals and a whole lot of stone to work with. Diseases might be bad, a lot of wild animals might be bad, but we can grow crops a lot, and it's going to be really quick and easy to get a lot of wood. So we're going to see how this goes. Let's just get that started right away. Odyssey, that's the new one. Oh, and there's the mods if you're interested. It's just little like UI stuff. Better info card. Prepare carefully is on, we just didn't use it. Schedule clock, which just makes it easy to glance at your schedule and see the time. But we're starting another RimWorld file. For anyone new to watching me play RimWorld, I've been playing this game for, what, like 11 years? Something like 11 years now, since long before it was on Steam. I adore this game. And you'll probably learn a lot watching me play, but I'm not the best player in the world, you know? I'm not very min-maxy. I'm playing mostly to have fun, you know? So let's look at our map here. I think I have the mod turned off that lets me fully zoom out. Because I think it, like, broke in a recent update. So I don't know if that one still works or not. Maybe I'll turn that back on in between sessions, because I like being able to zoom out farther than this. Okay, we have a nice little map here. Where's our geothermal vents? So there's one. Here's our anima tree, so I don't want to build too close to that. Here's the road, because there's a road that goes to our place, a little dirt road. Okay, we have some ruins down here we could build in, although I don't like, it's kind of, it's not too close to that, really. Some ruins. We have a bunch of compact steel down here. We got some compact machinery, a bunch of steel, some elephants. Steel. Okay. What is that? An ancient air conditioner. Okay. Well, I mean, it is a jungle. Guess that makes sense. This is where the ancient danger is. Okay. Is this made by Paradox? No, it's made by Tyne and Sylvester. One dude. Hey, it's these things. This is the top of a vial plume. Smells like a corpse. Is this limestone? Limestone. Okay, and a little bit of gold. Ooh. A lot of little bits of ruins. What is this? Lotus. Okay, that's aesthetic. Okay. Probably adds beauty, I'm guessing? What was the hotkey for beauty again? T. Yeah, adds beauty. Okay, cool. Well, I don't hate the idea of just immediately throwing an extra little wall on one of these buildings and using it as our home for the first night, you know? Looked a lot like Prison Architect, so I thought it was. Yes, actually, early versions of this game got their art style from Prison Architect, with the blessing of the developers of Prison Architect, of course. Ooh, I like how they made the peacock look. Didn't used to look like that in older versions of the game. That's really cool. Or was it even in older versions? I don't remember now. Okay, those packed survival meals, we definitely want those at some point, because wild animals will eat those. Okay, so it's always a bit of a question of, like, where do we start? Oh my god, look how colorful. They added some new animals since the last time I played. That's so cool. Yeah, right, so it's always a question of, like, where do we make our initial base? I'm kind of thinking up here, but where's the fertile soil? Okay, well, we got a big patch up here. Little one over there. Big one down there by the anima tree. Okay, we got a lot of soil to work with. Okay, I'm gravitating towards this area as our early base. Because we have some easy shelter we can throw together. We have some really good quality farmland we can work with. Like, this is marshy soil. It's pretty slow to move in. But up here is this deep, nice, rich soil. Stuff grows faster there. There's a lot of things you could grow there that would grow really well, but a popular one early on is rice. Rice on rich soil grows very quickly. Also, I think we can break this down to get a mechanist thingy, the Psi implant, whatever. Not Psi implant, the mechanist implant. I don't remember the name of it. You know what I'm talking about if you've played RimWorld, but we'll get to that eventually. That's slow priority right now. What is this? Ancient locker bank. I think those are things we're going to deconstruct to get the steel out of it. So I'm thinking if we want to plan a little bit here, you know, maybe like a door here. We do something a little bit like that for now. Who knows what this building originally looked like, but I'm not here to be artsy. I'm here to just make something that we can sleep in for the night, you know? We do something like this, maybe. Even more useful, though, components. That's true, and components are a little bit harder to get your hands on. It's, you need to get a decent ways up the tech path before you can make your own components. So you gotta rely on what you can trade for, what you can scavenge, what you can mine, but there's not much mining to be done here, you know? We're not in a hilly area, we're in a flat land, so there isn't much to mine. There's a map search feature in the bottom right. That's true, that's true. What is that right there? Oh, plasteel knife. Someone was in the way. Who is our best shooter? I don't remember. It's Millie Girl. Okay, Millie, you're taking the bolt-action rifle. And our other shooter is Soup NATO. Soup, you are taking the revolver so that you both have a gun on you. Either than that, let's assign the early things. Like, you guys are not going to use Glitter World medicine right away. I don't want you taking any drugs yet. Who's our best doctor? The doctor is Soup NATO. Okay, Soup NATO, always carry medicine on you so that the doctor has it ready to go. And I'm going to immediately stockpile zone just this whole thing there. Just so that they know that they can start, like, putting their supplies in there, because I'm going to get a wall on that pretty early. We're probably just going to do some wooden walls early on and replace them later. I'm also going to put down some basic chop wood orders, just so that we have a little bit more wood on hand for early construction. And I'm just going to chop the wood that's in the way of where we're going to be building first. That just seems like it makes sense to me. Game Boy, can you just immediately go haul some of the food? We're going to put them on speed 1 here, so that they get started on the tasks. Oh, here's one little mod I have, by the way, one I'm a big fan of. Normally in the game, you'll see little, like, text boxes and you need to go in their social menu to see what they're talking about. This is just a mod that makes it so there's a text box on them, so that you can see right there, Big Game Boy joked about poker with Millie Girl, so that you don't need to go into the menu every time to enjoy the little bits of flavor. We're also gonna just drop an immediate save right here. Just in case. Just in case. You don't want to crash or something, you know, because like a mod didn't work. Like, is follow me working, where I can hit the home key on stuff and it follows them? Yes, it does. Love that mod. It's just a camera mod that lets you, like, follow someone. So if we want to watch someone go hunting, we could do that. What's the name of that mod? I think it's called Follow Me. Again, just a fun little one. I don't really want any mods that affect gameplay, but, you know, this doesn't. If we decided, hey, I just want to watch what Big Game Boy does for a little while, I can just tell the game to follow and we can just watch him for a while. And I think that's pretty fun, you know? Know the previous one. Oh shit, I'm not sure which previous one you're talking about. This is one I like, though. This is Schedule Clock. All it does is we have the exact same clock you always do. However, there's a little line that shows you what time of day you're at, just as a little visual thing. It's not necessary, but I like it. Okay, we're gonna... This is usually what I like to do for early in the game. 2 hours of recreation in the beginning and the end of the day so that everybody is socializing a little bit more with each other at the start and end of the day, and the rest of it is a whole lot of working. This helps keep them a little bit more sane when they're when they're otherwise maybe overworked. They're all barfing. They have sleep sickness, right? Cryo sleep sickness. It doesn't last long, at least. Yes, we can watch them whip and neigh. Oh, the dialogue one. Can I check on here? Interaction bubbles. That's the name. We also have begone messages, which is you can turn off certain messages. Like, you can just dismiss them early so that they don't get in the way. Okay, let's put down some very basic build order. Oh, outfit stand, that's new. Save space and can be used to change clothing quick. Oh my god! Oh, I love that so much already. What a quality of life thing to add. I didn't know they added that to the game. Okay, I'm gonna just put down 3 sleeping spots here. But we're gonna ideally get beds up before night. I just want to put down some walls first. Door there, door here and here. Sure. There, just so that they have the orders to go do that. Here we go. Big Game Boy's just hauling stuff. That's fine. Let's start working on our manual priorities. First of all, firefighting is obviously the top priority. If there's a fire, I want everybody to immediately go jump on taking care of that. Duh. Immediate life-threatening health condition. That needs to get bumped up. Child care should not be handled by people useless at it. Basics I often have as a top priority, just because they're usually very, very quick tasks that you don't want to put off. Animal handling, I'll bump that up. Growing, plant cutting, that's all very important. Mining, God, everyone's terrible at that. So I'm gonna just have to have it on a very low priority until I have a reason not to. No one can craft, so I'm not gonna have them do it yet. I'm just gonna do that lowest priority on regular craft, because this is the dumb labor crafting, you know? Stone bricks and stuff, where they can be slow at it, but they're not gonna, like, botch it. Art 4, Art 3. I guess the only one on Art then is gonna have to be Big Game Boy for now. Wait, fish! That's new! Do we have any water here? No. We have swamps. Man, if I knew they added fishing to the game, I would have been on a river. It is what it is. It is what it is. Man, I love this music. Okay, we're gonna claim all of this. Because we're living in these places. Oh, hey! I just noticed the gorilla. That's new. Oh, I love the art for this. Look at this guy. He's probably really dangerous. Look at him. The little ridge in the back and everything. I love it. Because no one has limbs in RimWorld, you know? So you gotta get creative with how some of these animals look. Will the gorilla attack? Probably not unprovoked, but I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we got all the walls in, so now they're at... what's the hotkey for... G. Okay. They're putting the roof in there. That's a good sign. That means I should probably go ahead and wall this up. Says we don't have enough wood. That's okay. I need to chop more anyway. Millie, you are the farmer, right? No. Game Boy is. Yeah, Game Boy is good with the animals and the farming. Okay, lavish. Okay, apparel. I'm gonna have to change their apparel settings. I like to manually do that a lot more. A little bit low priority, I guess. I don't need to do that immediately, especially when we don't have much storage space. Speaking of, I wouldn't mind putting in some shelving units pretty early just to save floor space. But again, we have limited amounts of wood right now, so we have different priorities. Now, Millie Girl is wandering. She has nothing to do. What's she good at? Cooking, shooting, social. Yeah, she really doesn't have much to do, does she? Does she have any plant cutting? Soup NATO could in a pinch. I'll have it as a low priority for him, her? Right, I didn't get these things. Okay, so Soup NATO or Millie Girl. Oh, Millie Girl can't do dumb labor. No wonder she's not doing anything, because she can't haul or clean, which are jobs that there's always room for. Okay. Hunt. Hold on. Oh, you're good at shooting. You should be hunting. Millie Girl's our fighter early on. That's right. So let's give you hunt as a priority, and I'm gonna set something very easy. Oh my god, it has a flying animation! Oh, that's so cool. It's probably hard to hunt though. To fight a cassowary, but they're pretty aggressive, and she's not a very good shot yet. Hey, Soup NATO, can you haul those survival packaged meals? I just don't want any wild animals eating them. Could hunt a random monkey, although that feels kind of cruel. Millie can't work a blue-collar job. Yeah, well, Millie is also, like, 1 foot tall. A peahen, that's new. Are they very dangerous? It's wildlife here. Large bird with extravagant plumage. Male peacocks use their tail feathers. Oh, this is like a female peacock. I'll set it for hunting. All right, we're gonna watch Millie girl go hunt. Oh, I need to also put a wall in here. Yeah, get that done. There. And I want some shelves. Oh, she's already shooting. Let me, shelf is over here now, okay. There, putting in some orders to get more stuff built. Then beds. Okay, Millie girl, how's the hunting going? Landed any hits yet? Nope. Come on. Oh! Right lung got shot right out. 13 hours till it bleeds out, but it could run off the map during that time, so... Oh, there's some steel up there. We'll remember that for next time we need to haul some steel. Millie girl says I'm 4'9". Yeah. Basically 4 feet tall. You know, Millie, have you considered getting a little closer? Wait, did I just see like a shadow of a fish in that swamp? Maybe we can fish in swamps. Ah, there is a shadow of a fish. We totally can fish in the swamps. Oh, that's so exciting. You guys have no idea how excited I get about new features. Is that a zone, I'm guessing? I don't see a fishing zone. What if I fish? Zone. I don't see anything. Maybe we don't have the ability to yet. That could be it. She is our big Game Boy is apparently a good fisherman. Wow, built that fast. Okay. Let's get some real beds then. And I'll build the dresser after, I guess. We are pretty low on wood still. There, I marked more for chopping. And you can see, we can pile all of the storage stuff into the shelves now so it doesn't have to lay around on the floor. Imagine if RimWorld had a fishing minigame. I have long since said every game can be improved by fishing minigames. I like that we need to climb over a dilapidated air conditioner to get to the bottom half of our main house here. I think this is gonna have to be our barracks for now. I don't know what we're gonna do with the other room either than storage shed. Right now, every building is kind of a multi-purpose building, you know what I mean? We don't have the kind of space to go specializing everything. Poor quality wooden bed. I mean, I would love a better quality one, but for now, anything is better than sleeping on the ground. How hot is it? It's 28 Celsius in here. Okay. It's probably pretty muggy. I imagine it's got to be pretty humid, but again, better than sleeping outside. We have a rat in our house. We gotta mark that for hunting. Hey, Millie girl, did you successfully hunt that animal? I guess I don't have a dumping stockpile yet. I should do that. Millie girl, don't okay. I'm gonna manually draft you so that you don't make that shot. Okay, thank you. Because you are totally gonna shoot Soup NATO. She's in a pitch black room trying to shoot a rat with a long distance rifle. This isn't gonna go well. The rat has no self-preservation. Millie girl. I don't like where you're aiming that. Oh my god. Okay. I don't like this. I don't like how this is going. Yeah, how about I clear that? Millie girl, you can go back to wandering. Man, I wish she could do manual labor. Manual labor is very useful, especially in early game. Okay, Big Game Boy's gonna go grab the thing she hunted. Cool. Let's shrink that a little. Okay, we're gonna get just a little bit of farming started. Just like a little farm. Nothing crazy. I just want to get some rice started. Where is it? I'm blind. Rice plant. There we go. Big Game Boy and Soupnado chatted about cooking with corn cobs. Dude, I love corn on the cob so much. It's so tasty. Yeah, let's put a small shelf in there. Okay, Big Game Boy is having a little meditative state. That's good. Look, that's important. We just crash landed on this RimWorld planet. They probably are all a little bit worried about dying right now. Things are a little bit of a bummer at the moment, you know? Here we go. You know what? Not bad for day one. Oh, Cruiser! Hey! I didn't notice our pet is a female macaw. Okay, stay in the home area. I don't want you getting hunted by like a snake or something, and it's a little safer around here. Well, Cruiser is a cool name, but we gotta get a new name for you. And it's gonna be the first thing I see in the chat, which is Crumby Soul. There you go. Crumby. Crumby is a great name for a bird, I gotta say. All right, what's everyone up to now? They're probably getting ready for bed, right? What's the hotkey for that? F2, okay. Yeah, it's about nap time. I gotta, like, yeah, we gotta reinstall this over here so that we can have a place where we're not eating on the floor. And I want a passive cooler in this building as well so that it's not quite so hot and muggy. Okay, they're all sleeping. We'll go turbo speed. I should also get an animal sleeping spot for Crumby. There. I promise to only shoot you on accident. I'm a parrot. Yeah, you're a macaw, so you're like a really smart parrot. It would be very cool if the macaws could have conversations with people. Maybe they can, and I don't know. I don't know. That was only added in, I think, the newest DLC. So, man, I'm so happy I picked the jungle now. I had no idea that they added new animals. That is so cool. Do you think that muggy weather and the term for mugging is related? Probably not. Probably not. Oh, Big Game Boy, isn't he a fast sleeper? No, he's not. He's a slowpoke. Okay, not the same thing. He's starting on the farm, though. Oh, he's gonna go cloud watching. That's okay. That's okay. Also, he doesn't need to be wearing this gear at all. What is it under again for assign? Yeah, because he needs worker gear because he's not even a fighter and he's incapable of fighting. It's part of his traits. So he definitely doesn't need to be wearing all of our body armor. If there's a soldier, it's Millie Girl. All right, we'll speed up a little bit since he's just cloud watching and they're still napping. There we go. Now they're out there. Talked deeply about honor with Millie Girl. Soup Nado's having some food. I'm gonna tell her to clean up the barf in that room real quick. There we go. It's pretty unsanitary, you know? Are these stone doors? Steel doors. They're a little slow to open, but I don't think they're much worse than stone. Or than wooden doors, anyway. They're not flammable, which is nice. Guys, don't walk in the swamp. No way that's good for you. Okay, what are other things that we probably want really early? Obviously I want to set up electricity fairly early. A wood-fired generator seems like a really obvious pick in a jungle for easy power supply early in the game. God, Millie Girl just has nothing to do. Okay, well, we need food production. That's for sure. I might want to start planning out more buildings, I don't know. But I'm going to start deconstructing some of the stuff in the house here to make some room for us. And I should also put in flooring, because the house is really dirty just having a dirt floor, you know? Big Game Boy, did you drop your stuff? Good, okay. Yeah, he's not wearing all that unnecessary stuff anymore. He's just planting a little bit of rice. Good. Here we go. We got the stools. She's hauling the table. Good. I want to have a dining table for us. People get a mood debuff if they eat off the floor, so having a table with some chairs at it's pretty important. We've got the temperature control in here with a little passive cooler. It's going to eat up wood every once in a while, but that's okay. What matters is this is keeping the place where they're sleeping from getting too hot at night. Because, you know, it's a mood debuff if it gets boiling hot. Duh. Okay, that table's got to get repaired, but whatever. Low priority. Smart games for smart people? Oh, you mean Abroy games. Games for smart people. Here we go. Here we go. It's going to look a little jank. Marble tile, marble tile, marble tile. Soil. Making sure I get underneath of things, too. Okay, it's going to look a little jank going between the marble tiles and the wood flooring, but I'm just putting flooring in this whole building, again, so it's not all dirty and gross, you know? They're much happier when their indoors don't look like the outdoors. Fallen monolith, right. I am excited for that. I forgot to check where the monolith was, but I guess it's right there. Hey, Big Game Boy, can you not haul that over here? Let's immediately change this stockpile's priorities. First of all, I don't want any rotten bodies here. There. He doesn't need to go haul a skeleton here. Our people are going to be unhappy with seeing that all day. Okay, Millie Girl had the good sense to put the armor on. Cool. I guess I can have her hunt more. There. She'll go hunt a couple peacocks. Now, I think we need a butcher table. It's just everything is so dirty is the problem, you know? We don't have a clean environment to be butchering and cooking in. What we need is a bigger building. So maybe it's time I start planning that out a little bit better. Oh, they made it so you can plan with different colors now? Oh my god, I love that so much. So many little quality of life things they added that I didn't even know about. That's amazing. Man, it's crazy how, like, this has felt like a complete game since before it was even on Steam. And yet they keep adding new stuff that they add in. It's like, oh man, that should have been there the whole time. This feels great, you know? Oh my god, I love RimWorld. Legit just one of the best games I've ever played in my life. Oh no, he's playing RimWorld again. That means I will play RimWorld again very soon. Yep, that's how it works. You see someone playing RimWorld and you're like, damn, I haven't played that in a little while. That's a fun game. And then before you know it, you are hopelessly addicted to RimWorld. Okay, so if this is gonna be some kind of makeshift little barracks. I think I like the idea of kind of building into the direction of the road for now. How do I want to do this? Because I don't want to just reuse all of these ruins. That's just not necessary. You're stuck on Bannerlord right now? Understandable. I do love me some Bannerlord. I'm not the best planner, I'll be honest. I can hear gunshots in the distance. You hear that? Let me think about this. Let's plan out the objects in the room first. Okay, so let's say we have cooking table. A cooking table with its shelves next to it, right? Which means that you need to have a door right here. And then this goes into, as I will say, door right there. Because this has to be going into another room. Because this has to be the freezer. Air conditioner there. We'll say small freezer for now, right? Which means wall up here. Because this is where the, can I name these? I can name these. So this is like cooking table. These are shelves. This is a door. The air conditioner is going to go right here. I'll mark that in red just so we can see it's something different. We need a butcher table. I think the butcher table makes most sense to have inside the freezer. It's not the funnest work environment, but you know. If so, the butcher table should probably be here, which means we should push this wall back a little bit. I like how this is coming together, actually. Can you copy and then paste plans? I don't think you can, because I'm like planning it out, but it doesn't necessarily have to be right here. Like maybe I could put this design somewhere else. This design is pretty similar to what I did in the previous file, actually. Did they add differently colored plans, or is that a mod? No, they added it in the base game. How cool is that? I didn't even know until like a minute ago when I started doing it. Oh, well, we'll preemptively chop some wood here. Always need more. Speaking of always needing more. This is gonna be just a little storage hut, I think. Soupnada's just repairing walls and stuff. Looks like the hunting got done. Okay, cool. Do I want to build over this yet? Okay, let me think. We're gonna have an air conditioner in here in the long run. Early on, it's probably just gonna be a wall. Dining room is probably gonna be separate. We do want to have our own dining room because there's no harm in having a kitchen dining room, especially early on. But ideally, long term, they do get happy about having a dedicated dining room that's really nice. So the dining room should probably be near the kitchen and near the freezer. How much room should there be back here? Doesn't need to be much, you know? Maybe we have a door there. Maybe we have a door here. Actually, you know what? Give us a little bit more room there to beautify. And then a dining room down here-ish. I think I like that idea. Yeah, I think I like this idea. We're going to start putting in the beginnings of this. Yeah, that looks good to me. That means we're also going to need to haul some stuff. That all needs to get out of here. And that means the dumping stockpile needs to get a bit bigger. Was that an ostrich? I saw a cassowary. Right here, cassowary. Which, they get hostile pretty quick if you hurt them. Although they're not, like, the most dangerous thing ever. It's a pretty big bird, though. A lot of meat on them. Okay, I guess tomorrow's big project is getting this built. And I think we'll need to chop more wood for that. So, I'll mark it now. And they're all gonna go to bed in a minute. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about this. We got a lot of repairs done around the house. We got things deconstructed and whatnot. Saw a tortoise earlier on the hunt menu. Yes, you can get tortoises. They can actually make good pets to swarm and send after people, like attack tortoises. I don't think you can teach them to attack anymore like back in the old days, but they were good as attack animals because often people will shoot at an enemy running in for melee, even if it's not very dangerous, like a tortoise. Oh, I forgot. I need to make a horseshoe pin. Gives them somewhere to play, you know? Gives you a little bit of shooting skill as well, but mostly it's entertainment. And it's really cheap to do. Game has a lot to manage. Sure, the first few plays are insanely hard to catch. No, not at all. This game has an amazing difficulty system that you can change at any time. I think it's review scenario. Let me just save again. This review scenario. No. Option. I don't remember. Wait. Gameplay. Storyteller. Modify. You can change your difficulty at any time. So right now, We have it on Adventure Story, which gives you a little bit of breathing room. It'll give you positive events and negative events based on how things have been going for you, how good and bad things have been going for you. So if you just had like a massive tragedy and things got really bad, you're probably going to have more good events soon. Here, I'm going to tell him to clean up the barracks a little. It's getting dirty fast. Oh! Big Game Boy pursued Millie Girl by telling a tale about terror. Millie Girl gave a minimal response. Ooh. Big Game Boy has a crush on Millie Girl. Meal source, need defense. Yeah. Okay, well, we got the wooden horseshoe pen, so they have a little bit of entertainment. You said there'll be turtles. Where are the turtles? Oh, let me check. There's some turtles over here. That's a turtle. He's 100 years old. He's in good health, though. Okay, here we go. Soupnado's already working on putting down the basic outline of the walls. And botching construction left and right. But you know what? Construction practice gets you skill. So, you know, this is how you do it. If there's anything to botch, I don't mind Soupnado botching a little bit of wall construction out of wood. Wooden wall construction's very quick to do anyway. This is good practice. Please, I'm not that easy. Big Game Boy made a comment about practicing with guns to shoot NATO. Big Game Boy, you're a poser. We all know that you aren't practicing with guns. Come on, barely heard of it. He barely understands the concept of a gun. Oh, sorry, I like Crumby so much when he starts flying. We gotta get this rat out of our house, don't we? He's gonna start starving at some point. We don't have a melee fighter, or I would tell someone to just go knife it real quick. God, this place is so awful to move around. There's these rocks all over the floor, these big boulders that need to be hauled out. Okay, Big Game Boy's starting to haul the boulders out now. Soupnado and Big Game Boy talked about explorers. I mean, you guys kind of are. I guess you're not really exploring. You're pioneers is what you are. Send me in for the rat. We need to get you a gun that's a little better at close range, because this is a dark, dark house. Windows don't exist in this world. Oh, okay, hold on. Don't know if you'll see this, but hey, I want to let you know that I found you again after, what, 10 years? You made a chunk of my childhood by helping me play through Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan Densetsu. Dude, okay, first of all, that means a lot to me, thank you. Second, I was literally playing that game last night on my Steam Deck because I wanted to show my girlfriend what that game is, and I talked about the old Let's Plays I did of it, both the one like 10 years ago and the one 15 years ago. And 3, that game is so good. You know, people still put out stuff on that. Someone last year went on Game FAQs and dumped all of the map files for the game on it, so you can see high quality, the full maps of everywhere in the game. And it makes the game look so simple. But, I mean, you played it. You know how easily you can get lost in Super Saiyan Densetsu. Dude, I love Super Saiyan Densetsu so much. I was tweeting about that game like less than a week ago. I'm just really happy I could have helped people play that, because, like, I get it. If you start that game and you don't know where to go to, like, beat Raditz, it is not self-explanatory. Okay, let's get some doors in here. There. I put down the work orders for that. Soupnado, I'm gonna just draft and undraft, so you know to go work on the door so that you can put in a roof. Your plays at least once a year? Yes. It's so good, especially abusing the glitches now that I'm more informed on it. Yeah. Okay, the glitches in that game are very funny. There's those fun things like, I guess this isn't a glitch, but the whole thing where if a Saiyan drops below like 10 or 5 health and you use a full heal, they level up instantly. And you can use that to repeatedly level up Goku so he has more battle power than Raditz, and yet he still can't kill Raditz. Just weird little things like that. Now I have the battle music stuck in my head. Na 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 na. Dude, that game just like makes me smile. I love that game. Okay, this is gonna be an important priority, but only for food and nothing rotten. And I should probably put shelving in there too. I'll just put 1 for now. And we're going to allow only animal corpses in there, but it's a high priority because I'm going to be refrigerating that room. Ooh, first time catching a live stream since that zombie game with the tower in the wilderness. Which one was that? You talking about 7 Days to Die? Probably 7 Days to Die. Been eating an MDB stream, thank you. Oh, thank you. I don't know how much you watch the Pokemon challenges, Busby. But you are the first name in the shoutout section, and I plan on just keeping you there for a lifetime. You're always going to be the first name in the shoutout section. There we go. We got the walls put in and the doors put in, so now Soupnado can put the roof on it. Now, we're going to need to have flooring in here pretty early, because it is not sanitary to not have flooring in the place where we're cooking. For obvious reasons, you know, it gets pretty dirty pretty quick. So we're going to be working on that. And we're going to need to cut more. Now, I think I want to plan more. What is a really big table? A 2x4? That's a pretty big table. I think I want a 2x4 in there, and maybe we'll make it bigger later. Okay, so let's plan a little bit here. So let's say our table, let's give it like 2 tiles on the side, right? So there's our table. Is that too far from the door? Probably. Maybe something more like this. And then 2 on that side. We'll give it at least 2 spaces there. So we'll just hypothetically say this is where the walls are for now, right? Something like this. That gives us lots of room to have heating, cooling, art along the sides, chairs, you know. Okay, obviously we're gonna have to have chairs here. So let's say this is the room for the chairs. So we still have walking room here. We can have some art down here, some art here and here. Maybe like maybe we do a door here, have some art in the corners, or shelves. We could have shelves here to put like food so that people can grab the meal, throw it on the table, and get eating. I kind of like that. Dude, I am already immediately adoring that I can change the color of the plans. That makes it so much easier to plan out. I love that. Love that so much. Isn't premium dirt just fertilizer? Yeah, I guess so. How's that food growing? Wow, it's already like half grown. Rice on high quality soil grows so fast. I love it. Okay, now we're gonna need a cooler in here and in here, because I want to refrigerate that room, but there isn't much I can do to do that right now, to be honest. Oh, we have a visitor! Named Snuggler, a cave explorer from the Pact of Ohendo. Alright, well, we'll visit they'll visit us in a minute, I guess. Here we go, get a little bit of shelving in. I want to just copy that and paste the settings onto that shelf for now. And I guess for now, since the temperature's all going to be the same, I'll leave that door open just for faster travel. I like how our little base is coming along. So where's this person? Still really far? Still pretty far. Can we enslave them? We could. I don't know if I want to piss off their faction so early. Big Game Boy is doing some hauling. It's always important. Distant scouter noises. It did sound like a scouter noise, didn't it? The little beep beep. That was one of the little event things. Event noises. I'm just enjoying the music, sorry. If I ever go really quiet, I'm probably just enjoying the music. Go for a Legion playthrough. I've never played like a proper Raider playthrough in this game, and I probably should. Subnado made a comment about board games to Big Game Boy. I do like me some board games. Whenever the family gets together, At my mom's place, we often play things like Talisman, first edition? I think it's first edition Talisman. Or play like Zularetto or something. How's the volume for you guys, by the way? Is it too quiet or anything? Because, like, it's always a little hard for me to tell because I have my headset on, like, an external DAC. I have my own volume control that's separate from yours. But I'm looking at my audio mixer, and the volume doesn't look too low. But maybe it's a bit low compared to me, in fairness. I could always turn it up a little. I could master volume up 10 points and just see if you guys prefer that. And of course, I'll be a little louder when the video hits like the YouTube recording as well. Millie, are you the talker? Yeah, you are. Go talk to Snuggler. The songs are so relaxing. Yeah, I like how they're relaxing, but they know how to get creepy when creepy things are happening. They know how to get intense when, like, an attack is happening, you know. Okay, they're not selling much, and they're not buying much. Yeah, we don't need to trade. So, Snuggler, what are you all about? You're 40. You got some old scars, nothing serious. So what's your religion? Chemian Way. You're individualists. Now, we're collectivists in ours. Diversity of thought is exalted. Physical love is free and approved. So they like fucking everybody. Okay. They're pretty willy-nilly with sex, I guess. But they like diversity of thought. Their aesthetic is somewhat Buddhist in origin. They're also rustic style like we are. Okay. All right, we probably get along fine. Ideology of Pact of Ohendo. Ohendo, okay. Lived here for decades or centuries, have lost most of the technology that brought them to the world. They usually work with simple machinery and defend themselves with advanced gunpowder weapons. Particular group holds civil behavior in high regard. Okay. So they're civilized. They're a civilized village. Or series of villages. Okay. Orgy cult? I don't think they're very culty, actually. They seem pretty normal. The free love thing is a little weird, but other than that, pretty normal. Hold on, am I hearing that in the game, or...? Okay, I'm hearing that in the game. Sorry, I was hearing, like, jungle noises. I thought for a second that I was hearing something out the window. Oh, they left a gift. A flame bow. That's a cool gift. That just shoots flaming arrows, right? A simple short self bow with a load of incendiary arrows. Carries fuel and igniter. Upon impact, it sprays fuel around to ignite it. That's a scary weapon to have in a jungle, I gotta say. Ooh. Yeah, that's rotten. We gotta get that out of there. Okay, let's get our butcher table. Oh, whoops. Oh, God, I planned this badly. Move that over there and deconstruct that. Okay. Because we need a butcher's table over here. Supnado? Get on it. We're low on wood again, so I'll put down more chopping orders. I don't like that Millie Girl's doing nothing most of the time. You know what, Millie Girl? You're mass hunting chinchillas. It's not worth much meat, but the fur is valuable. Just gives her something to do, you know? Hey, Sharpnado, you don't need to hunt. Or Soupnado. Yeah, you don't need to hunt. Construction should be a much higher priority for you. There. Hey, Big Game Boy, can you... I'm sorry, this does not allow rotten, right? Yeah, this does not allow rotten. Oh, but this one's full and also doesn't allow... Okay. I'll make a random dumping stockpile over there for other stuff. So the Big Game Boy can go handle this. After he's done... Okay, yeah. Haul that out. I don't want rotting meat in our storage. There we go. Supnado, you're building the passive cooler. That's cool. Just make sure to deconstruct the other one after. Make some room. Here we go. Repairing steel wall. Because we don't have enough wood. Okay. Well, we're going to use a fueled stove early on, but we're going to replace that with an electric one later. We just need a meal source. Believe it or not, it's a little important to be able to cook when you're trying to survive. Okay, Millie already killed one chinchilla. So I didn't know you could put chinchilla bodies on a shelf. That's funny. Ooh, these spoil in under a day now. We gotta get those chopped up. Well, Soupnado's working on it. Man, I love RimWorld. Oh, just a reminder for anyone who came in late, by the way. Oh, hey, it looks like the storm cloud's passed. Maybe I can crack the window open again. For anyone who came in late, by the way, I have a new side channel where I upload the stream VODs to, just Mah-Dry-Bread streams. There's a link in the description. You can go to it. That's where all these are going to be uploaded afterwards. Okay, let's... I want... Yeah, simple meals. Ingredient radius is not unlimited. Don't do anything too stupid. Allow fresh, duh. Take to best stockpile, yeah, that's fine for now. Do until we have 10. Yeah, do until we have 10. Pause when satisfied, unpause at 5. That seems fair. And don't even cook if you're under skill level 1. There. New save file? Yeah, because there's a new DLC. Hey, Game Boy, clean the kitchen real quick. We're gonna need a dedicated cleaner at some point. Because cleaning is one of those things that's not that bad if you have someone who just does it most of the time, but if you ignore it, it gets really out of control. You can get food poisoning easy because of a dirty kitchen, and people get unhappy being in a dirty environment all day. Butcher creature, this is just a do forever. Make kibble. We don't really need much right now, so I'm gonna say do until you have just 10. Cool. Who's our cook again? Millie Girl! Oh my god, Millie Girl. Finally something for you to do. I'm gonna up your cooking priority as well. Okay, you're gonna go butcher. Cool. Finally, something for you to do around the base. Soupnado's back to repairing those old steel walls. That's good. I'm gonna tell Big Game Boy to harvest a bunch of these berries around, because we can cook with these. And if we're looking for more things to do at base, let's get some more wooden stools in here at our workbenches. Get you a little bit of comfort while you work. Trivial malnutrition on the rat. Sucks to be a rat. It's a hard rat life. Yeah, you now get to do more with your life than just murdering countless numbers of chinchillas. I imagine it's good rifle practice, though. Shooting things as small as chinchillas out in the middle of a jungle. What's that chinchilla Pokemon? The Gen 5 one? I always forget its name. Soupnado and Big Game Boy joked about crazy cheetahs. That sounds like it's a kid's cartoon. Okay, Millie Girl's cooking some of that sweet, sweet chinchilla meat. Here we go. Now this is going to be... I want this to be raw... raw veggies there, because they won't go bad super easy. That's the one! I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, because I'll get it wrong. I'm glad I looked at YouTube and saw the stream. That did not, for whatever reason, did not notify me. I was about to start a new playthrough of Fallout 4 on Survival. I hope you have fun with the playthrough. I bet I can smash that. So, yeah, I'm happy you brought that up, by the way. Apparently, it only informs people of the stream if people engage with it enough. So liking the stream while it's live and engaging with the poll that you see on screen, those both count as engagement metrics and will mean that more of my own subscribers will be informed that the stream exists. Now, they subscribed, so they probably you know, want to see the stream. So I don't know why YouTube doesn't just show it to them, but YouTube being YouTube. Sorry, I got a super chat. Oh, Jesus, Busby is me. Donates 500, I think American. Hope this can help you out like you've helped me. Thank you very much. Let me do the heart thing on that. No, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And that does help a lot because that's probably enough money. Mind you, YouTube takes like 30% because they're price gougers, and I won't get the money for like a couple months when they pay me. But Sabu has dental work coming up in, I guess, a week from today? No, a week from yesterday. Less than a week until his dental surgery. And no, for real, like that's gonna help a lot. That's really gonna help. That might cover the whole thing. Okay, well they take 30%, but also if that's American money, that translates well to Canadian. Yeah, that might actually cover the whole thing. Gotta haul this in. Mad Monkey! Mad Monkey also sounds like a children's cartoon. Hey, Millie, get over here. Game Boy, no, Soupnado, get over here. We've got a monkey to shoot. Where is he? He's down there, okay. Oh, come on, come on. Yeah, easy kill. And it didn't have rabies. Consume dead monkey. No, just haul it to the freezer. Well, it's not even a freezer yet. It's barely a fridge. I think it's time that I get the power fired up. I'm probably going to move this later. But for now, it's going to have to just be right here. We're going to build an overhang on the roof there so that the generator doesn't get rained on. You can say that the monkey's gone ape! Oh my god. Consuming dead monkey is how we got Ebola, so don't do that. Oh, that's a good point. I was about to eat that dead monkey for funsies until you reminded me. Okay, Soupnado, can you make the generator first? And then I'm gonna want power conduits. That'll do. I want to get electricity, because we have none. Alright, she's working on it. I plan to send over stream elements later, so not as much gets taken. Oh, by the way, if you guys super chat, the money doesn't show up on the on-screen tip goal thing. But after the stream, I can manually put it in because I can just like go into the thingy and then manually type in the number. The number is obviously not going to be completely correct because I know they take their 30%, and my network takes 5% of all earnings on YouTube. So it's 5% of the 70% total. And then, but there's also conversion between Canadian and American. Oh, but that one was American, and the bar is, I think, American. Oh, fuck. Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out later when I have a calculator in front of me. Monkey sashimi, surprisingly not found mainstream appeal. A monkey sashimi sounds cruel. Okay, I need to build more storage in here. We're running out of room in that freezer fast. The butchering's going okay, and Millie Girl has been hunting. She hunts, and then she butchers, and then she cooks. Actually, she hasn't really been cooking, has she? Meals. There, letting them know that they can put meals right there. Makes it easier for the cook to not have to walk around as much. And now, I can start getting some wall lamps. Dude, them adding wall lamps is such a lifesaver. It used to all be floor lamps, and I didn't get why. I think wall lamps were like the most popular mod for the game. Now it's just in the game? It's been in the game for like, I think a couple years now. Okay, Big Game Boy just fired up the generator, although we don't have anywhere for the power to go yet. What are you doing, Big Game? Oh, he's just fueling up the generator more. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And they're having a little nap. Okay, well, we're gonna have to chop more wood. We're always chopping more wood. It's just, you know, it's pretty important. Oh, some of the rice already harvested? Yeah, I think we harvested some... That or wild animals been eating it. Oh, it's probably wild animals eating it. Well, we're still... we have berries, we have meat. Okay, okay. Wow, we have a lot of components. Not bad. I need wood. I love that I can read you saying that and I know exactly what you're referencing. You're referencing like Age of Mythology and Age of Empires, where one of the generic taunts people would spam in the lobby is, I think it was 5, which is a voice clip that goes, I need wood. I played a lot of RTSs growing up. A lot of Age of Empires, Age of Mythology, StarCraft Brood War, StarCraft 2. Construct additional pylons. I also played a lot of Warcraft 3. Something need doing? Zug zug. I played orcs. I gotta say, it's a nice little base so far. Now, this is, again, I'm not a min-maxer. I said it before. You could build things way better than this. But, I like this. I like making my village look a little bit more like a village, you know? A little bit less like a military complex, a little bit more like a village. What's the thing new people in a Haven and Hearth are called? Sprucies. Spruce hats. Almost Active, do you play Haven? And if you aren't in our village, do you want to join our village? We'd be happy to have you, even if you've never played before. That goes for any of you in the chat right now, by the way. That game is free. It's on Steam nowadays, although I've been playing it since long before it was on Steam. It's really fun, and you can join our village. We'd be happy to have you, and it's okay if you've never played before. We love teaching new people. I even have a whole tutorial series on my channel teaching people how to play. Age of Empires 2, absolutely amazing. I'm mostly an Age of Empires 3 guy. It's a period of time I'm really into. But Age of Empires 2 is a fantastic video game. Okay, I think it's time I get some temperature control in here. And that I start closing that door. I want to actually refrigerate the freezer, you know? Is Millie still hunting? Oh, careful, Millie. You almost shot our visitors. Fucking careful. Looks like there's some tribals visiting us. Of Solidarity Pact. They're the Ideologian, followed by Ambla Covenant. Collectivist, Animal Personhood, and Tunnelers. So, wow, that's a weird combo. They're based in Hinduism. So they worship like Vishnu and Shiva. Okay. They're collectivists. So animal personhood is, yeah, they do not kill animals. They love animals. They live with animals. They don't even fish. They're also tunnelers. So they can eat, they love fungus, insect meat. They love being indoors. They get an extra high yield out of mining. What a weird combo. Not my problem. All right. That's one of my favorite parts of streaming RimWorld. Is that you guys get real in character when the characters in the game are named after you. That's like half the fun. Just goofing around with you guys. You think all 4 Age of Empire games are good, not a single one is bad in your opinion. I have barely played 4, so I don't really have an opinion on that. I've also barely played 1, but I remember it being good. I liked 2 more than 1, but 3 is my favorite. Maybe I gotta give 4 more time. I don't know. I don't really play RTS as much anymore, and it's a shame, because I really grew up with that genre. Nowadays, I play a lot of Grand Strategy, you know? I play Victoria 3 several times a week. If I have any downtime, it's probably going to be some Vicky. I love Victoria 2, I love Victoria 3, I love Crusader Kings 2 and 3. A lot of Grand Strategy games. I'm out of date on Stellaris, gotta play that one again. They're totally eating this race, aren't they? Well, whatever, a lot of it's almost grown. Can I use the fire bow? I promise not to be responsible with you. See, that's why I'm not going to give you the fire bow. Then I feel like using a fire bow for hunting isn't very practical. Or you could argue it's very efficient because you cook them as you hunt them. They'll be cooked by the time they get home. They're making a South American DLC this February. What, Vicky 3? I mean, I'm into that. Love watching all your Let's Plays. They are fun. Thank you. I think so, too. You play a lot of Factorio? Dude, Factorio is so fun. If you've never seen my Factorio Let's Play on YouTube, I have an older one, which is good for teaching you the basics. But the newer one with me and Truth, dude, even if you don't know how to play Factorio and you have no interest, just put it on the side when you're doing chores. Listen to it like a podcast. Because just anytime me and Truth are together, the banter is great. Since you've been here for a while, since it looks like you'll be here for a while, Big Game Boy thinks that you should give your faction a name. What should it be called? The Fabulous Freebirds. He also thinks you should give your settlement a name. What should this local settlement be called? Bad Street. This is Bad Street, Atlanta, GA. Baddest street in the whole USA. Bad Street, nasty and hot. The farther down the block you went, the badder it got. Grimbo and Poombus are my favorite Hedgehog Underground characters. See? I immediately know who in the chat has watched that stupid Let's Play. Hedgehogs Underground. See, you know what's up. I promise you, I fucking promise you, we are the premier Factorio / Sonic Underground Let's Play on YouTube. Probably the only one, and definitely the best one. I have heard that their mother will be found. It's in the book.
Yes, it's in the book.
Little louder than I thought it would be. Little louder than I thought it would be. Okay, we thinking we just cap off the room here? Something like that? I mean, that looks fine for me. For an early game dining room, this is pretty nice. And we got the wood for it. I say let's just do that now. Cancel that last bit. We go. Yeah, there. Millie Girl's got nothing to do again. Ooh, we have the freezer running now. There we go, and I can deconstruct that. Make a little more room. There we go, we have an actual functional freezer. Okay, now I'm sure there's some things I probably should have built already by now that just hasn't come to mind. That's like obvious cheap things you can build that would make us happy. I need to make I almost said bread rolls. I need to make some bed rolls early on for travel. It's always good to have those ready to go. I need a bigger storage house because our storage house is like just really slapdash together little thing. Sandbags, there's some value there. I can make a chess table pretty easily. In fact, I think I should probably just plop one down in here. We'll do a couple stools at it. Just so we have more recreation variety. What's he doing? He's eating in the freezer. Okay. I mean, we have an eating spot here, but I guess he didn't want to walk all the way over there. That's fair. Oh man, I forgot when we were setting up our ideologion. I forgot to set up unique rituals. I knew there was something I was forgetting. Oh, it's okay. Does it matter? Barely. We do need ritual spots and stuff though, don't we? That's miscellaneous? No. Biotech? No. Ideology. We'll have an indoor and an outdoor one. Weirdly, a few people I watch talk about wrestling, so you're slowly absorbing information on it. That's how everyone gets started. They slowly start absorbing information on it through other sources until they realize, you know, this actually sounds really cool. And then they start watching professional wrestling and they realize, oh, this is really cool. I feel so much better having a freezer. Oh, I gotta copy paste because they're putting stuff in there that doesn't need to be in the freezer.
I took a mint.
Help yourself. That is what they're there for.
I saw I took a mint in the chat. Oh, my stomach's growling. That's not good. Because that means I gotta stop playing soon. I don't want to stop playing. I'm a little sore, I guess. My neck's a little rough, but it's not that bad. I'll live. I'll live. But I won't let them get away with it that easily. No one's gonna get that. No one's gonna get that. If someone got that, I'm gonna heart your comment. And if you get it in the live chat, I'll just call you the coolest dude ever. We don't have an ethical mind or an ethicist yet, which is the leader of the moral guide, which I wish I had renamed. I wish I had renamed. Can I rename them now? No. Ugh. I always forget something. Does it matter, though? Maybe I can get a mod that lets me modify that in gameplay, and I can use that to clean it up and come up with new names. You know what? Chat, if any of you can find a mod that lets you modify the Ideologian after the game has already started, link it to me. Let me know about it. And then I'll use that to fix it up and come up with some more creative names for our rituals and stuff in between episodes. I think that would be fun. Oh, they're having a little conversation here. Big Game Boy and Subnado discuss the topic of dead loved ones. That's unfortunate. Do either of you have dead loved ones? No? Not on your list, you don't. Gabbed about facial hair with Big Game Boy, of which neither of them have any. You know, we're a group with no facial hair. I don't know how I feel about that. Actually, I do know how I feel about that, and it's not good. Okay. We're gonna have a big-ass wooden table. Big-ass bowl of spaghetti. Fuck, what's wrong with... Okay, no, I know what's wrong with me is I talk to truth too much. Well, they're going to bed. We're starting to get the basics of our big-ass... That's a misclick. Of our big-ass dining room. Big-ass bowl of spaghetti. I was gonna say, why does Truth know so many weird ancillary quotes about things related to O.J. Simpson? But I think it's because I kept making O.J. Simpson jokes, and then we started doing O.J. Simpson research so we could make more O.J. Simpson jokes. Is he just eating on the floor again? He is. What is wrong with him? This is set for a gathering spot. I don't know. He's having a dumb. Let's talk about dead loved ones, hypothetically speaking. Let's talk about the concept of dead loved ones. Norm Macdonald code it. Oh, fuck, that's... no, you're right. Subnado shared a word about... Oh, I gotta check the menu. About pits with Big Game, like a hole in the ground? Huh. Rip Norm. Man, Norm Macdonald is like one of the funniest motherfuckers who has ever existed. Okay, now, Millie girl, you can hunt that rat, because it collapsed due to malnutrition. There you go, the rat is dead. Now we don't have a fucking rat wandering around anymore. Big Game Boy, when you're done there, clean the barracks. It's getting gross. Oh, a lot of rooms are getting gross. Millie girl will never clean, that's right. Millie girl, I'm worried we're gonna get, like, diseases with you cooking in there. Come on, don't botch. Do not botch. I want a good chess table. Poor quality. Okay, poor's not that bad. And she immediately sits down to play chess with herself. Okay, whatever. Look, whatever's keeping your recreation stat high, it's what matters. The good stool and the normal stool. You know they fight over who gets to use which one on that. Let them cook. Hey, Big Game Boy, can you just clean the kitchen real quick? Thank you. Yeah, we can leave that door open. And we need to put flooring in here. Don't want a dirty dining room. Now, I'm a little worried building this much out of wood because this is a jungle. If a forest fire happens, it could get pretty bad, but I want to replace a lot of our outer wall bits with stone walls at some point. Man, we're doing well on power. Just one generator, very low cost. It's running a couple lights, and it's running an AC unit, which we have a lot of power left over, so I'm not worried there. You know what? Before you finish building that, can you just build a light in here? Just because the light will make it so you're less likely to botch the construction. There we go, that's better. I hope the rumors are true that the remaster of Fallout 3 New Vegas will drop on February 4th. Oh, I hadn't heard this rumor. Look forward to Fallout 3 more than New Vegas, but I still like New Vegas, just not as much as 3 and 4. Some people think that's sacrilegious. I don't think it is. So New Vegas is my favorite of those 3 video games. However, it depends on what kind of gamer you are, on which one you like more. If you're playing Bethesda games because you love exploring and getting loot and dungeon diving, then Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 are better for that. They're better for just exploring a vast, vast, open, wide world and dungeon diving. But if you're playing Fallout because you want a really well-written RPG with really well-written characters and a compelling plot and everything, you know, you're more of like a CRPG fan from back in the day, you played things like Arcanum, you played Fallout 1 and 2, then you're probably going to enjoy Fallout New Vegas more because that's what that caters to and that's who it was developed by, people who made those games. So I don't think it's invalid. You know, some people say like, oh, you gotta be dumb to like Fallout 3 or 4 more because the plot's so bad. Yes, the plot and the writing is fucking atrocious. I agree. However, there's a whole lot of games I love the shit out of and I don't even know what the plot is. I just like the gameplay loop. And that's a completely valid reason to like a game. It's a video game, you know? It's a video game. At the end of the day, if you like the gameplay, that's probably the most important part. For your average gamer, at least. And for me. If the gameplay is great, I'll put up with the lamest cutscenes and the lamest plot and the lamest dialogue if I like the gameplay. That said, I still really do appreciate a really good plot. I'm a big Fallout 1 and 2 guy, so I really like the writing. Look at that. We got a nice little dining room. Normal quality table, that's fine. Not the best stools in the world. And, you know, at some point I'd like to make some proper dining room chairs. That'd make them a little happier. But, if we look at, like, our needs and everything, they have a decent rec room, a spacious interior. They've been liking their recreation that they have. They still have low expectations and initial optimism, which expires eventually. Slept in the cold. Really? Can't be that cold. 17's not bad. Huh. Maybe this is because I'm Canadian, but I think 17 is fine. Are those alpaca? Monkeys. Do I have any alpaca here? No. I think they can spawn. No, they probably can't because those are woolly. I don't know why woolly things would spawn here. I'm gonna mark a couple boars for hunting. Stay on top of the meat production, you know? And leather. Leather's important. So I'm thinking what we build next is maybe we make a bigger warehouse and we connect it up to like a crafting area. Oh! Sorry, I took my glass off for a second. The miasma rig are attacking. That's a great name. I'm guessing they're wasters? It's a waster. They're attacking immediately. He's got a poor quality knife. He's got a wooden foot, so he's moving pretty slow. Ratty apparel. His ideologian is super justice. They're a raider group. He's great at mining and shooting and crafting. I kind of want him. Nimble, but ugly and violent. They believe raiding is respected, sacrifice is extreme. They think pain is virtue. They're raiders and supremacists. Okay. I mean, I would like to take him prisoner. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw down a bed. Oh, we don't have, ugh. Okay, we need more wood. I need wood. Millie girl, you're waiting here for now. Yeah, big Game Boy, go chop some stuff. You can go have a meal, yeah. Soupnado, you got a gun. Get over here. We want to take this guy alive if we can. Set that room for prisoners. We're gonna need to make a prison soon. Where is he? I shouldn't have closed that notification. There he is. Arturo! Arturo versus BioLizard. Again, only the old schoolers of the channel will get that. Oh! Here we go, here we go. We shot him in the hand. Oh no. Guys, don't keep missing, don't keep missing! Back off. Here we go, here we go. Give him a little space. There we go! Grab him. Millie girl, you're the doctor. Yeah, eat that meal real quick. Oh, Soupnado can also heal. Okay, good. Patch him up. Yeah, we're not using any medicine on him. If he dies, he dies. We're just patching him shut. Stitch him shut, you know? What we will start doing, though, is converting him. Because this guy's never going to get along with us if he's a supremacist raider, you know? Wait, I'm doctor? I think you're a doctor. Oh, is one of my mods turned off? It used to say all my stats down here. Maybe that didn't update well with the new mod because it doesn't have fishing or whatever. Maybe. That's a shame. Oh, that's right. You don't have medical skill. The other two do. Or the other one? Oh, no, the other two. Okay. You're the only one who doesn't know how to be a doctor. Okay. Oof, he's pretty beaten up. Yeah, Game Boy, come in here and sweep up the room. I don't want him laying in a dirty environment. We also need a wooden bed in here for him. Oh, and we gotta stop leaving that door open since this is basically a prison now. Was not convinced, but they lost a lot of certainty. Okay, walk through there so that it closes. There you go. It'll close. There we go. Sweet. Millie only knows how to reset bones by breaking them. Yeah, actually, Millie's terrible in melee, so maybe not knows how to break bones. Millie just knows how to shoot, and her skill has gone up. She's at 6 now when she started at 4. She's not super far away from getting to skill 7, so she's becoming a decent shot. And she's got a bolt-action rifle, which is just a very good gun in this game. Great for hunting. It's really long range, does pretty good amount of damage. It's a little short, a little slow to fire, but it's a good weapon. Playing horseshoes, no, you gotta get the bed done. There. And pick them up, put them in the bed. There we go. It's awful quality, but it's better than sleeping on the floor. I guess I don't need to put a table in here for him to eat at, because there is one already. Okay. That's the Fabulous Freebirds V2. As much as I would love to play this forever, I am actually really hungry and I am getting pretty sore, but this was a really fun time. So thank you everybody for hanging out with me. Oh my god, I just realized how cool is it that we're the Fabulous Freebirds and our pet at the beginning is a bird. That's gotta be like our logo, right? Oh, I love that. I'm gonna be streaming this again soon. I don't know when exactly, but soonish. Maybe even tomorrow if my body's holding up. I need to go walk for a bit. I need to stretch out for a bit. I need to get some food in me, but I'm really hoping to stream a lot more often, just because I love streaming and I've been really missing it. The only reason I haven't been streaming lately is mostly because of health reasons, just my neck and everything, which has been thankfully doing a lot better than it was doing before. All of this is going to get uploaded on my streaming YouTube channel, Mah-Dry-Bread Streams. You can find a link to that in the, what is it? You can find the link to that in my main channel's homepage. It'll have like the other channels section and it'll be on there. Or you can find it in the description of this very stream that you're watching right now if you're watching it live. Oh, hey, the arch gameologist. Funny that you just popped in. Go check out his channel, by the way, everybody. It's really cool. It's really fun. It's like game console restoration stuff and playing old obscure games is the kind of stuff that I'm into. The kind of hyper nerdy old retro gamer shit that I'm into. You guys should check it out sometime. It's really cool. Anyway, I do need to get going though. So hopefully I'll be streaming again tomorrow, Sunday. I'd be surprised if I don't stream at least tomorrow or Sunday, maybe even both if I'm feeling really good. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.